Hi guys. Now in life, a reasonable degree of self-awareness is important. This is a sign of education. Education means not that you have a degree, not that you have a title in front of your name, but education in the sense that you have put some effort, put some attention to better yourself, to cultivate yourself, to refine yourself. If you do all this, you have refined yourself, cultivated yourself, bettered yourself. Guess what you'll have? You'll have a degree of self-awareness. Now, what does self-awareness means? Now, take me for an example. I'm going to use myself as an example to show what self-awareness means. Now, if you ask me what is my self-awareness as a writer is, I'll say this, I write because that is how I choose to express myself. Everybody will have an intrinsic need to express themselves. I do it through writing because I can't dance, I can't paint. If I want to bring out what I have in my heart, in my mind, I have to write. Now, if I dance, if I paint, what I have inside my heart, what I have inside my mind, won't come out. I'll have something in my heart, I'll have something in my mind, but what comes out will be different. My dancing and my painting will be different from what I have in my heart and mind because I can't bring it out through those means. I can only bring it out through writing. Now, why do I write about politics? I write about politics because I have a readership when I write about politics. I can write other stuff. I, in fact, prefer writing about other stuff. I prefer expressing myself through philosophy, through psychology, more than I do through politics. But I don't have a readership when I write about other stuff. I only have a readership, viewership when I write about politics. Now, people probably read what I write about politics because I am a part of the public. The only difference actually between the public and me is that I can actually express what I think, what I feel through writing. The rest of the public can't do it. If they try to express what they feel about our politics, after the first two sentences, they will likely forget what they wanted to say. And if they press on and continue writing, I'll tell you, they will start adding new things that has nothing to do what they originally wanted to say, so that by the time they reach the end of the writing, they will find what they have written and what they originally had in mind is not the same thing. It's the same thing like when I try to dance, the same thing when I try to paint. If I press on to do it, what I'll finally have, if I dance, for example, if I dance, I'll have something in my mind. I think I should be moving this way, but what comes out will be totally something else. Because I can't do it, I can't dance, I can't express myself through dance. So rather than say what they're thinking and feeling about politics themselves, they read what I write, and as a way to express what they're thinking and feeling through me. Now, how well can I express what the public is thinking and feeling? Well, obviously I don't represent everybody's view all the time, but what I write is an expression of what enough people think about for enough number of time. So for me to have enough readership, to make enough money to make this writing profession worthwhile. So that's basically my self-awareness. Now, why do I say so? Yes, because that is basically my self-awareness. And whether you're the public, whether you're the government, whether you're the editors of publication, whether you're a politician, whether you're the authorities, whoever you are, when you come across my writing, when you come across my content, you will likely see me just as how I see myself. That's what happens when you have a degree of self-awareness. The way people look at you and the way that you see yourself will be roughly the same. And this is the proof that I have a sufficient degree of self-awareness. Now, that's when it comes to me. But when it comes to Rafizi, I have to say that I am certainly not sure as to just how much self-awareness that Rafizi has. When he was a minister, he started a podcast to burn his critics like he wasn't a minister. After he quit his job as a minister, he is now engaged in opposing the government. If you ask him, he will probably say that, no, I'm not opposing the government, you misunderstand. I'm just being objective, I'm just being analytical, I'm just giving an expert advice. I just wish to enlighten the public about the government. But I'll cut to the chase, get to the point, and just define what he's doing as opposing the government, although he is not a part of the opposition. At the same time that he's acting like the opposition without being the opposition, and opposing the government while being a part of the government. He's also advising the government. Like he's advising the government as if he sincerely wants the government to do well. Although it is rather clear to the rest of us, like all of us, that not all of us, at least most of us, like, that actually he will likely be happier if this government fails. So, if you want to say that Rafizi is a person that follows his conscience, follows his principles, he's not a person that follows a person or a party, I don't think that's who he is. If you say Hassan Karim, that another PKR MP, I think it's a Pasir Gudang MP. Hassan Karim is a person who follows his conscience and follows his principle. It's not a person who follows any person or any party. Okay, that one I think is a fair description of Hassan Karim. But if you say that Rafizi is such a person like Hassan Karim, a person who follows his conscience and principle, I don't think that is an accurate description of Rafizi. It is actually very hard to say what Rafizi is. It is actually perhaps much more easier to say what Rafizi is not. He's not a part of the government, he's not part of the opposition, he's not a content creator, he's not an accountant, not an expert, not a member of public, not a member of NGO. Not anything. He's pretty much not anything. While at the same time, he dabbles in everything. If Malaysia had the proverbial jack of all trades, master of none, Rafizi is probably that guy, Now, it's hard to say that Rafizi has any self-awareness or inkling of who he is, which is in turn making it quite hard for either the public or the government or the opposition to see who he is either. Right now, he might be popular with the press, might be popular with the public, might be even popular with the opposition, although none of us know who he is, because he seems to be opposing Anwar. And right now, all of us, whether it's the public, the opposition, the press, all of us seems to be in the everybody hates Anwar mood. And at this stage, when everybody is unanimous in our frustration and disappointed with Anwar's reign, I guess what Rafizi is doing is useful for us. But this fascination with Rafizi, because he serves as a vehicle for us to relay our frustration, displeasure, and disappointment with Anwar, is bound to run its course in the not too distant future. At that point, everybody, the press, people, opposition, government, everybody will wonder, just as I'm wondering now, as to who in the world does Rafizi think he is. At that point, if we don't have a clear answer, we'll probably start treating him like how Anwar and the government is treating him today. We, like Anwar and the government, we, the public, everybody, will start to let him go centimeter by centimeter, inch by inch, and hope that he will slowly drift away to a place where we will not have to think about him anymore. Now, if somebody knows Rafizi, is reading this or seeing this, reading this, and then you can see this article in Newswave. If somebody is reading this or viewing this video, please do Rafizi a favor and pass this article to him. I not only have a knack for expressing what people have in their heart and mind, I also have a knack for making you ask questions that you should be asking yourself. If Rafizi reads this article, I have a feeling that not only will he have an inkling of how people see him, he might start to wonder who he is too, in terms of his public image, in terms of his career. And to wonder about this question is something that I think it is good for him to do as well. Now, I just hope after he reads or watches this content, unlike other people, he won't decide to lodge a police report against me. Now, what I say might not be flattering, might even be a little harsh, but I think in the overall, in the bigger scheme of things, it is good that Rafizi considers it. Saying that, that's all I have to say for this episode. I will see you again in the next episode. Have a good day. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.